The year 2026 marks a pivotal chapter in Italy's defense modernization journey. In a world where battlefield technology and mobility are rapidly evolving, Italy is making bold strides to ensure its armored fleet is ready for 21st century threats. And at the heart of this transformation lies the much-anticipated update to Italy's main battle tank program. The Italian military has officially unveiled its latest evolution in armored warfare, a redesigned and reimagined main battle tank developed in collaboration with Leonardo and Iveco defense vehicles. This is not just a tank, it's a symbol of Italy's commitment to high-tech warfare, European collaboration, and operational versatility. And just like Italy's reputation in the car world with icons like Ferrari and Lamborghini, the military side is taking a similarly aggressive and precise approach to vehicle performance, modularity, and technology integration. Let's take a deep dive into what makes this 2026 Italian tank update such a major development. Starting with the design, the new tank, unofficially referred to as the Ariete Next Generation, is built upon the legacy of the original Ariete MBT that has served the Italian army since the 1990s. But while the exterior shape might retain some heritage lines, the internals have been thoroughly modernized. Everything from the fire control systems, sensors, armor protection, and even the powertrain has undergone a substantial upgrade. One of the most notable changes comes in the form of the armor. Using advanced composite materials and modular armor blocks, the Ariete offers superior protection against modern threats including tandem warhead RPGs, top attack anti-tank missiles, and even loitering munitions. The new reactive and passive armor systems are derived from lessons learned in recent conflicts across Ukraine and the Middle East, where mobility and survivability against drone-assisted attacks have become key. But the Italian army wasn't content with just making the tank harder to kill, they've also made it smarter. A new battle management system sits at the core of the Ariete. This digital interface allows seamless communication between units, real-time data sharing, and even integration with unmanned vehicles and aerial reconnaissance drones. The commander now has an AI-assisted targeting and decision support suite, using machine learning to suggest tactics and highlight threats faster than a human eye can detect them. Yes, the future of tanks is about data as much as it is about armor and firepower. Speaking of firepower, the Ariete continues to wield a 120mm smoothbore cannon, but this is no ordinary main gun. The new version includes an autoloader, advanced stabilization systems, and is compatible with a wider range of ammunition including programmable airburst rounds and kinetic energy penetrators. Italy is also investing in indigenous smart munitions, meaning this tank can engage both line-of-sight and non-line-of-sight targets with deadly precision. One major concern with legacy tanks has always been mobility. Heavy tanks can become logistical nightmares, especially in Italy's varied terrain from alpine regions to urban environments. Here, the new powertrain steps in. The upgraded Iveco V12 turbo diesel engine delivers over 1,500 horsepower, coupled with a modern transmission system and enhanced suspension. This results in a top speed of over 70 km per hour on road and excellent off-road performance. The tank can now move faster, with better agility, and with less fuel consumption thanks to hybrid-assisted components. Now, let's talk crew ergonomics and survivability. The Ariete introduces a redesigned interior focused on crew comfort, automated threat alerts, and digital dashboards. There's even integrated CBRN chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear protection, with automatic sealing systems in case of a battlefield contamination threat. In terms of electronics, Italy's Leonardo company has integrated a 360-degree situational awareness suite that uses both thermal and optical cameras. It also includes active protection systems (APS) that can detect and destroy incoming projectiles before they hit. This is a massive leap forward and places the Italian tank on par with other advanced Western designs like the German Leopard or the American SEP V4. What's more impressive is how Italy is planning to integrate the Ariete into a wider digital battlefield ecosystem. Plans are already in place for these tanks to work in tandem with robotic ground vehicles and surveillance drones, forming a semi-autonomous combat network. Imagine a formation where manned and unmanned systems move as a single, intelligent unit, sharing sensor data, assigning targets, and covering each other's blind spots. Now shifting gears, pun intended, to the automotive side of the channel, there's been a fascinating crossover between military and civilian vehicle tech in Italy. Companies like Iveco and Leonardo have developed modular systems that are being mirrored in the civilian truck and performance SUV market. For example, some of the rugged hybrid drivetrain concepts tested for the Ariete are influencing heavy-duty off-road vehicles aimed at the European and Middle Eastern markets. We're seeing the rise of ultra-durable SUVs for private security and luxury buyers alike. It's not uncommon now for defense R&D to trickle down into high-end civilian models. Thermal night vision, AI-assisted driving aids, adaptive suspension. These features, once exclusive to military vehicles, are now appearing in limited edition Italian sports SUVs. There's a clear technological synergy happening, where Italy's automotive heritage and defense innovation are feeding off each other. And the supply chain efficiency? Absolutely critical. The Italian government, working with local manufacturers, is pushing for a dual-use industry model. That means the same factories producing armored vehicle components can shift to making automotive parts when needed, ensuring both military readiness and industrial sustainability. Back to the battlefield. Italy's NATO allies have also taken notice of this modernization. The Ariete is being considered for joint exercises and possibly even exports. With Italy's strong diplomatic relationships in North Africa, Eastern Europe, and parts of Asia, it's very likely that we'll see this tank adopted by allied forces seeking a European alternative to American or German designs. The tank's modular design means it can be tailored for different operational environments and budgets, offering a lighter and cheaper alternative to some of the more expensive Western MBTs. But it's not just about the tank itself. Italy is planning an entire family of vehicles based on the Ariete platform. These include an armored recovery vehicle, an engineering variant, a command post vehicle, and even a drone control station mounted on the same chassis. This type of interoperability ensures that spare parts, maintenance crews, and logistics chains remain unified, cutting down operational costs. Let's take a moment to zoom in on the AI systems being tested with these vehicles. Italy is working with several tech startups and university R&D departments to integrate machine vision, predictive maintenance algorithms, and even remote driving capabilities. Yes, you heard that right. The Ariete has been tested in partially remote operated scenarios, meaning that in the future, a tank commander might not even be inside the vehicle during high-risk missions. From the factory floor to the 2026 is proving to be a transformative year for Italy's defense mobility sector. And just like we track supercar lap times and acceleration runs, the military is now using digital simulations to test how these tanks perform under battlefield conditions. Simulations include drone swarms, electronic warfare jamming, and even cyber attack scenarios. The Ariete NG is being trained via AI to handle all of it. Meanwhile, the civilian car world is still buzzing with innovation too. This month, the Italian market saw the release of several next-gen electric SUVs and hypercars that carry DNA from military-grade engineering. the new Maserati 11TF and the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio Black Ops Edition both feature defensive-inspired upgrades like run-flat tires, reinforced chassis, and even low-level ballistic resistance. We're in a time where car enthusiasts and defense watchers are beginning to overlap more than ever. Whether it's the shared use of carbon fiber reinforced polymers, high-output turbo diesel hybrids, or radar-based driver assist systems, the cross-pollination of ideas is becoming undeniable. So, what's next? Italy plans to deliver the first full production batch of Ariete tanks by the end of 2026, with full operational capability expected in early 2027. Military exercises scheduled for late 2026 in Sardinia and Sicily will showcase the tank in simulated combined arms operations. These exercises will include live-fire scenarios, drone warfare training, and integration with Italian Air Force and naval forces. And of course, we'll be following it all closely, bringing you updates on test results, design changes, export deals, and how all of this impacts both national security and Italy's place in the global defense market. To sum up, 2026 marks the Italian Army's return to armored warfare excellence. The Ariete is not just a new tank, it's the centerpiece of a new strategy built on adaptability, smart systems, and integrated warfare. And in the world of cars, this technological shift is rippling out into the civilian sector too. Whether you're a military analyst, an auto enthusiast, or someone fascinated by how tech evolves under pressure, this is the year to watch Italy. Stay tuned, because the story is just getting started.